to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to work with rectangular tool. Alright, so I'll go over to my CorelDRAW. So I just wait for it to load. Alright, so these are the kind of file that we have created before. So this is the name of the file. So if I want to open any of the previous file, just click on it. But here now, as you can see, this is a new file. That means I want to create a new document. I will click on this. So you just wait for it to load. Alright. Normally this is your environment. Now this environment is not defined. Like I said, the tutorial I did before, I explained everything to how you have to make use of this. Or if you are designing in fit, that means you are designing flex, that means banner, you have to come here and declare whether you are using if it's 8 by 7 landscape. This is currently portrait now. So if it's like this, then it is landscape. Alright. So okay, we're not designing anything, so we're not going to make use of setting our design environment. Alright, so what we are going to make use of now is this rectangular tool. Very important. Okay, so I'm going to click on it. I'll drag it out. Alright, see, we are going to play with this thing. We're going to make use of so many things around here, just in case if you want to design, you'll be able to understand how it works. Alright, so I'll come here and drop my tools. So I want to reduce it. Alright, first thing I want to do now is to make a cross. I want to make a cross. I will come here and click another like this. Okay, and I will group them together. So mind you, once you want to group anything together, you just come here and drag. You left click, drag it on your mouse, so you can see that it is covered. So over here, you want to call group, which is your Ctrl G. Alright. Here we have weld, we need to weld it together. Here we have trim. Alright, so we are going to make use of everything here, so you understand how it works. Okay. So first of all, we make use of weld. As you are seeing now, I'm going to click on weld. You see what happened now? It's your cross already. You can then give it a color. You can see you can give it a color. This is your cross. Right? Okay. Let me make something different. Right, let me see okay, something like this. I'll draw something else like this. Okay, do something like this. So this CorelDRAW for you, this is the purpose of why they call it CorelDRAW. You can use everything you do in CorelDRAW, you do to scratch. Some of the effects you see people do using CorelDRAW, they created it inside in CorelDRAW. Most other design platforms you just have already made effect, but on CorelDRAW you have to create most of this effect yourself. That's why it's called a CorelDRAW. It's like giving you a pen and a paper and ask you to sketch. So most artists, it's just like an artist, just that this time around a digital art. Okay, you have to learn it, so you need to play with all these things. Alright, so I'll come here and group. Note, you must group these things before you have all these options. Alright, if I come here and weld, I come here and trim. I already made use of this before. Trim is to cut out something. I'll click on trim. You see what happened now? Come here and give it a color. See what I did? So I use this trim, means that okay. Now this trim, it means that you are cutting it in something else. That means you want this thing to cut out of it. Let me do something again. Let me just come here and add here. So let me do it again. You come here and say trim. See what happens now. Right? So in case there are some kind of design that you want to do, this is how you go about it. You use this trim to make it. Right, let's go on. Let me create something different. Come here, just group it. Intersect. Let's see what happens. Alright, so intersect. This time around it's like opposite of trim. Let me go back so that you see what I do. See what happens. Intersect means that I will make use of just this place inside. Alright, it's going to trim. It's not going to trim anything actually. You can see that even when I'm done with the intersection, this circle is still complete. This one is still complete, but there's something inside which is this boss. That is the place at which they merge. It's going to cut them out. So let me show you something. You can see it. Alright, so this intersects. Alright, so let's try something else. I'll delete this. Good. Come here and simplify. You see, I separated it. So this one is the opposite of intersect. Okay, it's like an opposite of intersect. Simplify. So it just, the reason why it was this horizontal line that cut out this place is because this one is at the front. You understand? Let me show you. Let me give this one the color and give this one the color. You can see this one is at the front. That is why it was the one cutting this other one. If this yellow side was at the front, it would have cut this one. So the one at the front is the one affecting the one at the bottom. The same thing we did here. It was the circle that was at the front of this place. That is that. So this is how you play with rectangular tool. Okay, let us do something else. Put that together. Alright, so let me just go back so I see what happened there. See? Now, this particular art was removed and it disappeared. In most of other things we did, it will remain. Either it will cut this into two and it will still remain, but this time around it disappeared. And the reason why is the one disappearing and it's the one separating this one because it's at the front. So let me go back. You can see what happened now. Cut into two. Okay. Let's try something else. Right, so if you have access to a laptop, okay, I don't think CorelDRAW doesn't have full version. Right, so CorelDRAW is actually a good app that you can use to learn not just basically graphics. When you want to do with the artistic design, it is basic, okay, because it's very simple compared to other artistic. There are some others that are just for graphic design. You don't really have features that does things like this, okay? Like the Canva is for free. I'm also going to be looking at Canva. So let me just see. Okay, this is the opposite of what we did earlier. It will just disappear. Right? So type like, let's see if I can get something. align and distribute. Okay, so what happened there? I say right, to go this way. If I say center, to go this way. Now the purpose of this is to get a perfect, so the distance between here to here is equal to the distance between here to here for perfect arrangement. So have here center, bottom. Alright, so you can just play with these things and just play with them and see what you can get from it. Alright, so I'm going to delete it. So we're just going to work with other tools. This is the Eclipse tool. Okay, even this rectangular tool, there are other things in it. 3-point rectangle. Okay, come here and draw the tools. I'll take that, put that again. To get a perfect rectangle with them. So we have this circuit. You draw your cycle. So you can use it to draw the cycle the way you want it. You can see. Exactly just the way you want it. Alright, so I will that. Here we have your graphic tools. So mind you, you can actually set this thing up. So let me delete this. I can come here and click I want the column to be 5 and I want the row to be 8. So I'll come here and drag. So you can count. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright. So that's that. So I'm going to delete it. We also have other shapes. Okay. These are the kind of shapes. If you need something like this, you don't need to draw it again. You can just go there and, give it a color. Alright, so we have these. These are spiral tools. And give it a line color. So it all depends on what you need, your design, right? So it depends on what you need. So these are the materials that we have for you. So here we have the basic shapes. So let's make it of this basic shape. Yeah, I guess we got something like this before. Actually, come here and arrow shapes. Alright, so we have different kinds of shapes. So it all depends on what you want, okay? It depends on what you want to design. You can make use of this. And you can come so you can just select what you want, okay? Let me show you something. This one has star, so I didn't talk about it. So this star, you can decide to give it polygon, how many leg you want. This star is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make it 9. So you come here and drag it. Now you have 9. come here and reduce it to 7, 6. Right? So most of those diagrams you see, you can draw this on CorelDRAW, right? You can draw it by yourself, but all these things just make it easier for you so that you don't stress yourself drawing. You can actually draw this thing. Alright? Okay, let me just show you how to use Fresh tools to do this. Show you something like this. Come here, use of this one. Come to use my shape tools. Come here, compact to curve. This take notes, compact to curve. I'll come here, I'll double click, and left click, double click here, double click here, and we'll have this. I'll give this one here. Okay. I can duplicate this one, change the direction. I hope I'm not too fast. For me, you can change the direction to left and right, up and bottom. Okay. You can come here, and then we are going to group this together. We make use of this trim, and then we have something like this. You see? Alright, you see. So you can actually design all these things. This is just, you just have this a triangle. Just okay, you can actually design anything here. But these tools over here just make it easier for you. It depends on what you want. So we can reduce this. Let's see what we got. This 4. So that is that. How to do this. Alright, so now I'm going to teach you how to create this love sign. Just come here and click on your rectangular tool. Come here and click on shape tools. You understand it without converting it to curve. If you come here, if you drag it, it will just give you a round corner. If this is what you want to do, you don't need to convert to curve. But this is not what we want. So come here, convert this to curve. Now we can edit it. So I will just, right here. So you double click here. Let's do it. Okay. Don't mind me, I've forgotten how love sign looks like again. You can remind me. So if you are doing it, you can just be careful with it. You don't need to be in a hurry like me. So you can get the perfect love shape. Come here. Okay. Guess I will need love because I kind of don't remember how to do love logo look like again. So I need something like this. I don't know if I'm correct. So it can be edited. So that is that. So you can just play around. You take your time. You can use the code anything that you want to create. Sure. So it's not that difficult. Okay. It's not. Let me check if they have these are other shapes. Let me come here and check. Alright, in case there's other things you want to do, you don't need to go ahead and be creating them. They are here waiting for you. Alright, as you can see. Something like this. Alright, so you come in and check for the star. Leave the star. So you can also get something like this. I know most of you have been seeing the same designs. Most of these things you don't see the designs, so most of them they created themselves. They just took it from here. Yeah, you can keep it a color. These things are very common. This lightning, that's something like that. Alright, so we're trying to show you how these things work. So we have the different functions here. Leave a comment. Maybe somebody's thinking, track. You don't really need to stress yourself in any of these things from scratch. Just come and get something. So this is your test tool to write your test. You have to click to start writing. At least I've talked about that before. And here we have interactive tool. Alright, so we are going to be using all these things for our designs. So because all these are special tools that you use for fun. I think when the next tutorial we're going to talk about working with text. So we're going to be designing different kind of text, and you see how tests work, right? So from there, we're going to make use of this a lot. This is a shadow, all these things, we're going to make use of them. We're not working with text, right? This is just rectangular tools that we are working with. Shapes, alright? This video is all about shapes. In case you want to create any shapes, you can just come here, watch the video, and make sure you practice. It will be easier for you to create, so they are very easy. So in our next video, I'm going to look at working with text, how to design your text, and so many things that you have to do. Alright, so all these line colors, alright? So when we are working with text, we're going to make use of this a lot, everything that we have here, and working with background. I think after we also have a video on editing background, working with background. So I don't want this to be too long because we are able to make use of this when designing our background. Very important. A lot of things you can do to the background. It depends on this field tools here we have here. This one, all of them, they are all for the background. Also these. So in our next video, we'll talk about working with text. I'm going to make use of one of these that we have here. Alright, see you in our